And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Off to the races for Friday we go. We got the crew starting to ease in. Odie has made it. I hear the coffee machine in the background making racket. It means he's arrived. He's getting prepared. I hope you are too. We'll kick off the local headlines beginning at 7 a.m. this morning. Please join us. A lot of fun in store as that girl flies back in. Greg will be in as well. Whole crew for the Friday show. Should be fun there. As we begin this right now, 75, a little above average. That 60-degree stuff is out of, or at least for now. Did I mention that today's high is going to be 99? And then I may take your breath away when I say this, 111 on the heat index side schedule for today. It's going to be bad. We're hoping for some 60-degree weather coming up. We'll talk about all of that, the weather forecast right around the corner. So what's going to happen today? We'll find out. Right now, let's first go to Collinsville. Let's get that good word to get the day started right. Let's go to First Baptist.
There's a famous line in Scottish poet Robert Burns' poem, "To a mouse on turning up in her nest with the plow." People often quote it. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Now that little field mouse in the poem had picked what she thought was a great place for a quaint burrow. Little did she know that it was right in the middle of the field where the farmer was about to plant his crops. And not long after that, the little mouse got snuggled in, and here came the farmer plowing him up. Even our best laid plans don't always work out. Now, today's word of wisdom gets at this reality. It says in Proverbs 16:9, the heart of man plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his steps. In other words, plan all you want, but know the Lord will take you where he wants you to go. Psalm 33 says it this way: the Lord frustrates the plans of peoples. And that, of course, indeed does lead to our frustrations. God, why did you mess up my plans? But if you'll take a step back for a moment, I pray that your frustration will be replaced with trust. You see, while your plan may be good, God's plan, it's always better. You want him to establish your steps. Now, that doesn't mean you don't plan, but it means that when God frustrates your plans, you respond in faith, knowing that while the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, God's plans never do. His plan's perfect. And I pray you'll trust him in them. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. And welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I got caught up in looking at a picture that just got sent to me, a hickory sunrise. Aren't they beautiful? I absolutely love a sunrise as they begin each day. And it assures us that we can be forgiven for whatever's happened. A new start to each day. I like that. As we start looking at headlines that are shaping America, a name that probably will ring back a bell or two. Anybody remember the name Colin Kaepernick? The guy that couldn't play football, best I remember, and was thrown out and he threw a fit and it was back and forth. The LA Chargers may give him another chance. I'm not even sure who the LA Chargers are. They're not the Rams, are they?
Used to be the Raiders.
Used to be Raiders? Okay. I checked with my consultant.
I think so.
They've changed so many names, and well, they kneel. So I don't know these things anymore. We'll see if he goes back. As we look at this, great news for those of you who want to go refinance is held steady for most of the week as we look at home loans, the 30-year, sitting at about 6.3%. 6.49 is what they're saying. So if you're wanting to refinance, that's not bad. Well, maybe you'll do that this week. Now, anybody in the room familiar with Mpox? That's the latest pandemic that they're trying to scare everybody with as an election rolls near. It started in Africa, and they're saying it could be horrible. Mpox, be on the lookout for that. A disease coming near you. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but it's amazing how things like that happen. As we look at this, they say that, well, people are spending less, going out to eat and these extras like Disney World, but what are they doing with their money? Analysts say it's been spent at Walmart, necessities, grocery stores, places of that nature, things that they have to have. They've cut out some of these things like those. What's it cost to get in Disneyland these days? I'm getting nods of a lot of money. It is expensive. People are shaving back on that and buying the necessary things. A Jordanian citizen has been charged with attacking Florida's solar power system. Well, bro, sounds like some jail time will happen over that as we look at that. Now, if you've got a little money and you're a collector, this would probably be something you would want, but I can't believe the price. I think most people love Babe Ruth. He's an icon, an American hero. His jersey, y'all get this as I look at the price, expected to fetch $30 million at an online auction. Whoa, $30 million. We'll see. Yeah, you got to have serious money for that, don't you? An Oklahoma City man is getting his paycheck. He was incarcerated for 48 years for a crime that he says he didn't commit. They've turned him out. Supposedly, he was 700 miles away when the crime took place. They're saying the police may have arranged witnesses that didn't see anything. He will get $7 million to start his new life. He's 71, I believe, now. It's bad for anybody to go for jail, anything they didn't do. 48 years, that's a long time. Coming up on Monday, we'll have to check in with our political analyst, coming after 7 o'clock. But the DNC will begin. The Democrat National Convention will start Monday. Maybe a few of you will attend. It's going to be in Chicago this year as they will bring Kamala to the podium. We'll watch all that. That begins next week. We got that started. We'll be right back as we'll get into the forecast to let you know just how bad this hot weather is going to be. And believe me, it will be hot. All that's up and coming in just a moment as we start your day. The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Advanced AutoGlass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, AutoGlass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in AutoGlass repair. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey.
As the days get hotter, Sanders Gas reminds you to get your air conditioner tuned up. Sanders Gas can repair or replace your whole unit, whichever you need. Talk to Sanders about a tankless water heater now and never run out of hot water. Find out how easy and affordable it is to cook on gas stoves. And those backyard barbecues are coming. Don't run out of gas. Get yours refilled today. Sanders Gas, since 1946, 611 26th Avenue South. 601-693-4054. And welcome back as we get into our forecast this morning. Let me explain to you it is hot. But first, before we go deep into the forecast, let's look over at radar. Let's see what's happening across the nation today as we look at this. As we glance at Mississippi, let's pull this off where you can see this a little bit better. As you see there, look at this. Extreme heat wave to our west. Now, it's going to be hot here in the Meridian area, but we're expecting this to top 111. We'll probably get an excessive heat warning in the eastern side of the state is what it's all indicating before the day is out. That's what we look here. Down in Biloxi, we got just a shower. Look at this. Right off the coast there, due south of Moss Point. That's welcomed. A little bit there off Gulf Shores, Alabama, if you're on the beach for some reason this morning enjoying yourself. A few showers out there. Nothing major. Now, we will get into a 40% chance of showers rolling in just a little while. It'll be this afternoon before we get that. Here's what's going on with Ernesto as we look over here. Now, this looks today, they're going to call it a Category 2. As we pull this up, moving this morning at 98 miles an hour. The gusts are 121 miles an hour. Millibars is at 968, moving north-northeast at 13 miles an hour, and is a Cat 2. At one point, they had this reaching a Cat 3. At this point, a Cat 2. And by Monday, it will downgrade to a Level 1 Cat. We'll watch this closely, see what happens. It's going to turn and miss all land. St. John's there, we get a little bit of rain and wind coming in from it. That's a look at what we've got showing up on radar there. Now, let's get deeper into the local forecast, find out what's going to happen, where you are.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And for some reason, I did not hit the button there. And let me do this so we'll get our layout right here where you can see what I'm looking at. Hate it when that happens, when I'm not prepared. And that's what I've done. As we look at this, as we pull up today, there we go. Hot. 97, 98. It could even top hotter than that as we watch this closely. As you'll see, that eastern side of Mississippi has rain coming in, and even a little bit heavier there in the Hattiesburg area. As we move toward Bama, this is what we'll see there. 95-ish in Demopolis, all the way over to Birmingham, holding steady at 95 there. Now, this is what we've got here on this excessive heat warning for the western side of the state. We expect it to be a extreme. Then we've got significant from Jackson to Philadelphia, right down the line through Newton County, through Chunky. Meridian, they've got that at an elevated risk. This could cross over. I do see it moving to a significant risk for the Meridian area at some point today. I think they'll update that, is what I'm looking at. The timelines to watch this heat is going to be between 10 and 8 a.m. today. Yep. That's what we got. This is the forecast that we've got for later this afternoon of severe weather. It's going to be north of here. Now, if you're watching us from the Macon, Mississippi area, you will have storms this afternoon, sometime between 2 and 10 p.m. Even Louisville will see this. Lake Teocata. If you're watching from there, we'll watch this again, these times to watch. Severe storms, damaging wind gusts, hell up to a quarter size. Now, I don't want to blow this out of proportion because this is not going to be one of those devastating storms. This is going to be thunderstorms that come through. It's a level 1. It's not anything major with this. There's no chance of tornadic activity involved with this whatsoever. This is for, again, Louisville, Macon area for this afternoon, 2 to 10 p.m. Now, it changes a little bit for tomorrow as we bring in the severe risk for Saturday. This will include all of East Mississippi, down through Quitman, Laurel, Hattiesburg, back over to Jackson, these areas, 2 to 10, almost the same identical thing. We will increase the rain chances for tomorrow to a 60% chance, but again, hail up to a quarter size, damaging wind gusts, and isolated severe storms. So that shows us, again, that there's no tornadic activity or anything like that. It'll be heavy rain and things of that nature that roll through. So don't panic on this. This is not something that is coming through that's going to get you. This is not one of those. This is just heavy thunderstorm activity is what is forecasted at this point, again, tomorrow afternoon. What about the heat nationwide? As we look at that, there you go, coming into Texas on that western border there from New Mexico. It'll be headed your way soon. A little bit cooler as we look at this in the middle of the state of Mississippi, in the northeastern corner there of Mississippi, cooler than normal. Sure would like that in central Mississippi and east Mississippi, wouldn't we? As we look at the forecast for today, now it's gone up a little bit from the original map I've shown there. We're looking anywhere from 98 to 99. The National Weather Service is going to go ahead and call today 99 for the high. As we move into that 40% chance for this afternoon, my radar system putting this at 50. We've got the National Weather Service calling it tomorrow a 60% chance. We don't want to overdo it by overplay anything, but 50 to 60% tomorrow. That high to be 98, and again, it will be 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. that we will have severe weather in our area tomorrow. As we move into Sunday, it decreases to a 40% chance of rain with a high of about 98. As Monday rolls in, that rain chance is all but gone with a high of 92 down to, well, a 10% chance. We're looking at cooler. Now, wait a minute. Let's stop here. Did anybody notice that 6 that's sitting there on the screen? 66 for a low on Monday morning. And as we look to Tuesday morning, do I hear 64? It will really feel good when you get up. Not bad at all. As we move into Wednesday, temperatures start to climb again. Low of 66, 93 for a high there. But boy, I like those nighttime lows in the 60s next week. Can't beat that at all. As we move forward, next weekend we'll get out of the 60-degree weather at night, but all the way through Saturday, 68. As we reach Sunday the 25th, we're back to 70 at night, but I have no complaints over 68, 69 at night. It's going to be helpful. We'll get highs in the mid-90s there. A little relief for us there as it looks a little better. Now, as we look at our fishing forecast for today, what is going on with that? Our fishermen, our anglers, get ready. 10:30 today to 12:30. Now, again, that will fall in our heat wave that happens beginning at 10. Be careful if you fish in this heat. Most guys will get out there, and gals will get out there at daylight and try to beat that heat. The wind's going to be south-southwest around 5 miles an hour this morning, and then again, the precipitation moves in with a 40% chance in the afternoon hours is what we're going to be watching with that. Something to just stay close attention to. We've looked at radar. That's where we are. So many of you are up and at 'em today. We can't thank y'all enough. We're going to be back in just a moment. The whole gang is here. Greg, Odie, that girl. Woo, coffee is brewing. We're going to have a great time. Only thing we're missing is you. And again, we'll be back in roughly 5 to 6 minutes from now live with the show as it gets underway promptly at the top of the hour at 7. Don't miss out on it. We'll be here to tell you all about it. It's on the way here at the Scotty Ray Report.